Hey guys, it's Brooke here. I'm always serious in my videos, so I decided to just show the goofy side of me. I'm just doing a behind the scenes, so I'm in the basement right now. It's like really creepy down here, but I'm going out to dinner tonight. Like dinner. And guess what, guys? I'm not high. I'm just crazy. Oh, and the camera's right here. The camera's right here. It's not here. It's here. Okay. So yeah, I'm a truther. I've been fighting the truth. Fighting the truth. What the fuck? Fighting for the truth for a very long time, and it's tough. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of stress. My artwork is a lot of work, a lot of stress. So sometimes I just like to have fun on the weekends and go out and chill out, max and relax, like Fresh Prince and shit. Like I'm like the epitome of a '90s fucking advertisement. Anyway, we're going out tonight, and it's gonna be cool. So yeah, I just want to show a little behind the scenes because I want people to get to know the fun side of me. I'm not just all serious and angry, and got a comment recently saying that I complain so much. Like, why the fuck do you complain so much? I'm like, alright, I had to check myself with that. So let's just have some fun with some just being behind the scenes of my life. So I'm gonna go out to dinner. Dinner. Alright. Alright, guys. More updates coming. Hello. Good evening. My name is Brooke. That is the type of stuff that makes me really goofy. Hey guys, good evening. It's Brooke here, and like I promised, I'll just do a very casual video where I'm not overly upset about something like truth related, but life is not all about darkness. It's about light too. It's about having fun, and I'm a really fun person once you get to know me. Like, I'm a really goofy person. I have to be goofy sometimes to balance out the seriousness of life. I always find time to laugh. Laughter is the best medicine, so I do my best to laugh. Like, I'll do little stupid voices and stuff in the mirror, like, ah, welcome to my realm. Yeah, I'm definitely not getting into acting. I wanted to get into acting, but I'm just not good at it. I'd probably be better at in a comedy or a very like over dramatic type of comedy. But yeah, so tonight I went out to dinner and it was amazing. And I had a salad. I almost slipped up. You know, being a vegetarian is not easy sometimes because there are times I really, really want to eat like some meat, like some fish or something. But I know I have to stay on my journey. You know, me being vegetarian is a part of my spiritual journey, and it is helping me with my health, so I have to just be disciplined and stick to it. And I started being vegetarian. It was the summer of 2017, so it's almost been 1 year. So this is my first year being vegetarian. I'm a baby. I'm really excited because you know, I'm just in a really good mood. Today was a great day. I was working on my comic today. I was working a little bit on my website, updating it. Guys, please check out my website. I know there's not a lot of stuff on there, but I add stuff every week to keep building it. So just check it out. And there are sections of my website that are member exclusive. So you're going to have to I keep forgetting the camera's right here. Okay. You're gonna have to sign up to see certain sections of my website, such as my private art journal and my photos. I've done a lot of photo shoots with many photographers around the area. I'm definitely giving them shout outs on my page because I work with a lot of great people that were up and comers as well. I work with mostly probably all of the photographers around my area. So alright, so but anyway, we're gonna have some fun tonight. It's Friday night. And my birthday's next month. I'm going to be old as shit. I'm not even going to say my age. I'm old as fuck, you know. I remember someone at the gas station said one time when I was smoking, this was months ago, when I slipped up and was smoking some cigarettes. I went to the gas station. They asked me for my ID because every time I go there, they think I'm like 19 or some shit. And I showed them my ID and I'm like, wow, you're not too young, you're not too old. So like I'm like, all right. But to me personally, I don't really care what age I am because at the end of the day, our souls are the same. I'm a very spiritual person, so I understand certain concepts. Like I could be, a certain age, but my soul is still the same. I mean, I grow spiritually, but it really doesn't matter what age you are as long as you're on your path. So anyway, speaking of this I do need this. It is a little hot. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna do some Q&A, just for people to get to know me, my fans and my subscribers. I shit. Oh man, I have my tablet. I gotta get my tablet so I can pull up a list of questions. I should have did this before. Shit. Well, whatever. I'll just talk about myself. My name is Brooke, and I was named after my mom. We both have the same name. And my original name was going to be, it was going to be Jennifer or Judy, but my mom chose Brooke. I was born in the late 80s, early 90s, and I'm a huge 90s girl. I love 90s cartoons. That's why I became a cartoonist. I'm really into cartoon, character design, story development, and things like that. So I decided to take a career in being a cartoonist. I also took a very serious spiritual path because I've always dealt with spiritual experiences in my life. So that meant a lot to me. So I became a spiritual student and in art. I trained myself in art. I'm self-taught. I have my own business. This is my second business I've started. My last business didn't do so well, but sometimes the first one is not always the one, so you can't give up and you have to make another one. And I am a Pisces. Yes, I am a Pisces. I'm a water sign. Very emotional, very creative, very intuitive, very psychic. That is all true. I'm like the ocean, very chill. I just go with the flow. I just go with the wave. That's just my personality. Just like the two fish in the Pisces sign, there's the light and then there's the darkness. So there's those two aspects to me that exist. And I'm heavily into gaming. I love video games. I love fighting games in particular. I grew up with Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct. I grew up with Marvel and I played so many fighting games. It's really hard to list them all, but I tried different types of games. I even played the old Dragon Ball Z fighting games way before they came out with the new one. I love the new one to death, by the way. The Z Fighters is amazing. It's the best fighting game of the year, in my opinion, next to Guilty Gear. And of course, Guilty Gear always has amazing games. I love Skullgirls. I gotta give them credit. They don't have a huge character roster because I think it was one guy and two programmers that made the game. It was a very small company that made the game, so I can excuse that. But I was highly disappointed with Marvel this year. I just did not play it. I boycotted it. I actually went to burn it because I was so upset. But whatever. All you fighting gamers know what I'm talking about. I was highly disappointed with Marvel. I just couldn't deal with it. So I'm just on the Dragon Ball Z flow because I was a huge cartoon nerd. I just love cartoons and I just love great stories. I just love imagination and interesting stories and a lot of truth. That's why I like cartoons, because I think cartoons were the first truthers, because when people try to be funny and goofy, they find that as the best platform to express truth, because they try to tell you the truth and make you laugh at the same time, because sometimes truth can be very, very dark. So a lot of cartoons were like that, like Duckman, which was one of my favorite cartoons back in the 90s. Very raunchy, very real cartoon. What else do I like to do? When I grew up, I used to be a dancer. Yes, I cannot dance, by the way. I'm like the only black chick on the planet Earth that does not have any rhythm or dancing skills, but I just don't. So that myth about all black girls can dance is completely wrong. I did not get the rhythm, but I guess I got the creative skills, I guess. So, it balances each other out. But I used to do ballet when I was a young child, but I stopped going because just one day I was just tired of getting up every Saturday morning to go to ballet, and I just got tired of doing it, really. Just got tired of it. So I enjoyed sports. I was a huge sports person. I love volleyball. I love volleyball. I loved just riding my bike, rollerblading. Um, I was very tomboyish. As you guys know, I have several videos on how I was very tomboyish and not feminine at all. And so I started growing up and trying to find that balance. Yes. Okay, so back to the point. So anyway, I enjoyed education. I just hated school. I really hated school, but I love to learn. My best subjects in school were math and science and astronomy. Anything to do with science or math or physics or chemistry, I did very well at. I hated history because I felt like we were being lied to, and I didn't like English because it's just the material that they gave us to read I wasn't really into. So it was boring, and I had to write about stuff that I wasn't feeling. Like, I just didn't like it, so it's just whatever. Didn't really like English. I did well in school, not because I'm smart, but because I did the work and I worked hard. I never considered myself a really, like, the smartest out of the, when you have friends, it'd be the really, really intelligent one and stuff. I didn't think I was really smart. I just thought that I'm a fighter. And when I know, I'd be like, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I know I can do this. I apply myself. So, yeah, so that's how I feel about myself. I'm a fighter. I never knew what I was really good at because I wasn't really great at anything. I was kind of one of those people who were just trying to find themselves in one area or another. I just feel like I was just a fighter and passionate. I have a lot of heart. I put my heart into something. Like, I really do the best I can with it, and eventually it comes out good, which is, what's expected. And what else? My favorite color is blue. I love the color blue, and I love the color purple. I like purple and blue. I like red sometimes. It just depends on my mood. My least favorite color has to be something around yellow. I don't really like yellow too much, but I do like blue. It's something about blue that's just, it calms me. That's why there's a lot of blue colors and shades in my artwork, because it puts me in a very dreamlike, meditative, spiritual state. So I love blue and I love purple. They're the highest frequencies on the spectrum of light that we can see. The higher ones are ultraviolet. But yeah, blue is a very powerful color, and purple is a very powerful color, and it's a very healing color. It's a healing color, so I got purple, see? Oh, that was the wrong way. I love purple. Let me see. What else do you guys want to know about me? What else I want to talk about? My favorite movies. My favorite movie is The Matrix. I guess that's every truther has their favorite movie. It's The Matrix, probably. When I first saw The Matrix, I was like, I've never seen graphics like that. I've never seen such, like, it just opens up your mind, because that was around the time where computers were starting to come out, like the internet and things like that. And computers were a really, like, new thing at the time, because I grew up, we didn't really have, like, computers like that. We had TV, we had magazines, we had newspapers. If you wanted to get to a computer or something, you had to do it in school, or you had to go to the library. But we had computers. We started with Windows 95. Or no, actually we had a Macintosh, a black and white Macintosh computer. I had the Windows 95, and that was around the time computers were becoming more popular and the internet. And then The Matrix came out, and it just blew everyone's mind. And I watched The Matrix like 100,000 times. I love that movie. I love that movie. And speaking of The Matrix, John Wick was just on, and I love John Wick as well. I think I just like Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is so badass. He's just so awesome. But I just watched John Wick, and I was just talking about, it's like, Mr. Weak. He's like, this is my favorite quote. I'm just gonna go off topic here. This is my favorite quote. I know I'm gonna sound horrible, but he's like, you stole his car and you killed his fucking dog. That's how you know your life is over. Like when you fuck with John Wick, you're done. I just had to put that out there real quick. But on that note, I love movies, especially the 90s movies and stuff like that. I really like the action flicks. I was a huge action flick fan. I love um, John Wick, for example. That's the most recent stuff that came out recently. I like John Wick. I like The Matrix. I like a lot of Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. Even though I think he's a racist, I'm not sure. But Alien versus Predator and all these amazing action movies. What was that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis? I think it was True Lies or something. So I was a huge 90s person. Obviously, I liked all of it. Alright, guys. I have to split this up in half because the timing's running out. But yeah, so what other 90s movies was I into? So I really liked I'm trying to think. What other movies were really, really, really good back then in the 90s? Oh, here's some really, really 90s, I think it's early 80s, 90s movies. House Party. Oh my God, House Party. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. You know, things like that, you know, cult classics. I know a lot of people like The Crow, you know, a lot of goth people like The Crow. Um, what else came out? The Fifth Element. Actually, I was just watching, there's a lot of 90s movies that came on recently on TV. The Fifth Element was one of my favorites as well because it was just so different. You see, me, I like different. I don't care if it's good, if it's bad, but if it's different and unique and interesting. I thought the movie was extremely interesting. Of course, I like the sci-fi aspect. Like I like sci-fi and like the cybergoth, cyberpunk style. So that was my movie. I really liked it. My favorite character was I liked Ruby Rhod. I liked Ruby Rhod. Chris Tucker, he did that role so well, but he didn't want to do it. I watched an interview with him. He said, I didn't want to do that role. What the fuck? You want me to do what? But he did it so well, and it was so funny, and it was awesome. But to be honest with you, everybody in that, when I look back at The Fifth Element, I'm like, man, everybody's wearing some weird ass shit, you know? It was cool. I love the style. It was like a futuristic punk type of style, like goth type of style. But these people look like the club kids. Everyone in that movie looked like they were in the club kids. So, but I liked it. I love the club kids, by the way. I was too young for the limelight. If I were old enough during that time period, I probably would go. I would have been a club kid because I loved them so much. And Party Monster was awesome too, with Macaulay Culkin and Seth Green. I really liked them too. So, yeah, so I have a lot of different tastes in music and art and movies, you know. I'm into, I like the sci-fi arts and the psychedelic types of arts. I'm into one of my favorite video games of all time. Everyone knows this because I say it a lot. Is Oddworld. I think the Lauren Lanning, the person who created it, his artwork is just amazing. I study his artwork to help me get better. I hold his artwork to a very high regard because it's just amazing. He creates amazing creatures, weird looking creatures in amazing worlds, and that was my inspiration for real to really pursue cartooning. I wanted to do video game design, but that's a whole nother beast. But so I just decided to just do comics. Okay, yeah, so enough nerdy stuff. Let's get to other things. So I love swimming. One of my favorite things I used to do when I was a kid is I love to swim. And yes, I'm a black woman and I can swim very well. Not all black women are afraid of water. I actually love water. I love the weightlessness of it. You know, when I used to get very stressed when I was in school, you know, that reminds me, I should go swimming now. Like, find a pool or indoor pool or something because I haven't been swimming in so long, but whenever I would get stressed or, you know, want to relax, I love just getting under the water and just feeling the weightlessness and just floating and just putting myself into a fetal position underwater and just floating. And that was extremely peaceful for me. I guess I love the water maybe because I'm a Pisces, I'm not sure. but I always felt this deep connection to water, and I love it. So I love swimming, very good at it. I'm not a pro swimmer, but I'm pretty good. I don't die when I get in the pool. Um, I'm a big foodie. You know, before I became vegetarian, I used to eat anything, but I really had a very weird, picky pet peeve is I don't like too much sauce and stuff. I didn't like ketchup for a long time. I don't like mustard. I don't like mayonnaise. I don't like relish. I like things plain. That's very odd. A lot of people told me, especially, guys I've gone out with, they'd be like, "You're so weird. You don't want anything on your hot dog. You don't want anything on your burger." I'm like, "Nope. I just want cheese and plain. I don't like sauce." I don't know what it is about my taste buds, but too much mayonnaise, too much sauce, it just tastes nasty to me. Like, it takes away the natural taste out of things. So I don't like sauce. I like things plain. I'm plain Jane. I like reading metaphysical books, spiritual books. Like, I'm currently reading The Pyramid Text. I finished reading Aleister Crowley's Sex Magic to study it, because the reason why I was reading it, not because I'm satanic, I just want to put that out there, because a lot of people will quick to judge me. You know, you can't judge a book by its cover. I had to say it. It's so, like, it had to be said, because I was setting myself up for it. You can't judge a book by its cover. I've been reading Aleister Crowley's work because it's part of my journey to understanding magic and what the elites do and what they believe in, so I can protect myself against the forces of darkness. So I have to study my enemy to protect myself against them. If anyone understands that out there, please give me a shout out. If there are people just want to say that I'm satanic and not hear me out, then I'm definitely not satanic. I've been called a witch and satanic and demonic and a lot of things throughout my life. In actuality, I'm just a spiritual being trying to find myself and listening to the Most High to guide me in the right direction for what I have to do in my life. So if the Most High is telling me you need to study these books, not because I'm going to do his rituals or practice his beliefs, but I need to understand what we're dealing with in this world as far as what's going on in the music industry, what's going on with the elites, what's going on with these musical artists and these actors throwing up certain signs in their music and in their movies, and certain colors and certain scenes, like the checkered floor. I just want to know what that really means. And when I read Aleister Crowley's work, it started to make a lot of sense to me what these people were doing. So I read Aleister Crowley's book. I'm reading the Pyramid Text, and I'm reading the Egyptian Book of the Dead. There's another book that I was reading as well. It was Demonology and Angels. I think it was Angels and Demons, a full description and diction. It was like a dictionary of demons and dictionary of angels, because I wanted to learn more about it. I wanted to learn about. This is so ghetto and ratchet, but this hair is driving me crazy. I told you I am just raw right now. And I have to be the one to pull out my damn brush because my hair is killing me. Anyway, so I'm studying a lot of metaphysical stuff and a lot of spiritual stuff, and I read a lot of articles, especially read a lot of stuff about extraterrestrials. I listen to lectures every day. So I'm a huge nerd. I'm very bookish. I'm very shy. I try to break out of my shyness by doing the most insane and wild things that I could possibly think of when I was on Facebook. Like, take the craziest pictures ever, and just to, because if you have anxiety, like an anxiety problem, I was trying to force myself out of anxiety. So I took some wild, outlandish pictures and stuff for my art, really, not to be like a certain way, but I just wanted to push myself to the edge to break this fear, and it helped me a lot get through that. But I made a lot of mistakes along the way. So my spirit said, "Hey girl, come back to you. Don't go too far outside of yourself. Come back to you." So I had to come back and get right with myself. Where was I at? Oh my God, I just lost myself. Like, talking is like being on a train. Sometimes you can just fall off the train and you don't know where the hell you are. Guys, I'm sorry. It is late, and I tend to lose my train of thought. But okay, so let's get back to more about me, more about me. So very boring, very bookish. And whoever called me out for being boring, you're right, motherfucker, you're right. Sometimes I am boring. I would rather spend my time on like a Saturday night working on my art, learning about my art, or listening to a lecture about UFOs or spirituality or something like that, rather than being at the club getting fucked up. Like sometimes I go to the club every once in a while. Like people spread rumors about me, like, oh, I'm at the club all the time, which is complete bullshit. Like I'll be at the club like once every 4 or 5 months, or every 6 months, maybe 3 times a year, because I'm so busy with my business. I'm not at the club like that. And I like goth clubs. I like alternative clubs. You know, I'm not into hip hop clubs. I try hip hop clubs, but it's just too much ratchetness. It's just too much testosterone, too much estrogen, too much people want to show out and stuff. And when I go to the goth clubs and when I go to the alternative clubs, it's just all about having fun. It's all about listening to the music, getting lost in the energy. I just love it, you know. I don't like all that. You go to the club and everyone's like, don't step on my sneakers and all that shit. I don't have time for that. I just want to have fun. I want to let go, escape from, you know, life sometimes, from having the 9 to 5 grind. I want my escape. I want to get lost in the music and the lights and, you know, have a few drinks and maybe smoke some weed or whatever. Just get, you know, just relax. I don't need to go to the club. Oh, women looking at me like this, or men looking at women like this, and men trying to fight because they're getting all drunk and rowdy. Like, I don't like that. I'm not into it. Never had to experience that at a goth club, though. All the goth clubs is always chill, laid back, relaxed. And, you know, sometimes people get drunk and they get too fucked up. The only things I really see at goth clubs that I see is people get so fucked up that they be passing out. That's the only thing, but I like it, so. So yeah, I think I talked enough tonight. My video is kind of long. I don't know what else to talk about. If you want to know more about me, you can ask questions that are appropriate. Okay, because I'm a very open person, but I do like my privacy. There's just certain things I won't speak about because it's personal. But I am open. I will speak in general terms, you know. So I think I covered a majority of things. So my favorite movies, my favorite colors, what I'm into. Yeah. So it was fun, guys. So I'm not always angry and serious and all the time. When it comes to truth, I take it very seriously, because every day I see, like, sorry, ratchetness. I see how many people are in pain every day, you know, having to go to work every day, having to be shat on every day, having to be treated like shit every day, you know, poverty and all this stuff. And everybody caught the flu last week, and I caught the flu twice this year, and that never happens. That's how I know they're spraying chemtrails. So that's why I take this stuff very seriously, because people are dying, suffering, in pain, sad, depressed, mentally messed up. This is why I take the truth so seriously. But sometimes I just want to show a lighter side of me, that I am fun. You know, I do have light in me. I'm not just boring all the time. I take my studying very seriously, but I go out. You know, I go out and go to the park, take pictures, run around the park, look at the constellations, laugh, make stupid ass jokes. Like, I'm not funny at all. You know, people say I'm funny, but I'm not funny at all. Like, my jokes suck. But, you know, guys, it's been fun. I just want to, this one was for my subscribers. I've been getting a lot of, so this is a weird thing. I have, like, a short attention span. This was something for my locks. And I just, like, I didn't know I could spread it out like this. Oh, yo, that was so crazy, but, like, okay. Alright, so I lost myself again. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. This one's for my fans. A lot of people have subscribed to my channel. I haven't been on YouTube that much. A few years ago, I was mostly on Facebook. But now that I got off of Facebook and now that I'm on YouTube more, I feel like I'm reaching more people and I'm attracting more people to my page that I want to be here. Not just some random folks, but people that actually want to listen to what I have to say, and people who can vibe with truth and art and spirituality. So I really thank you guys for subscribing to my page and supporting my page. Like, I have a lot of views. not on all my videos, I don't have a lot of views, but in total, my views have increased by thousands, and I'm very, very fortunate and happy to have this opportunity to be here and speak to you guys. I went through a very rough life with depression, anxiety, just being told I wasn't gonna make it. I'm a shitty artist, and I'm lazy, and I'm not good at anything, and I'm a piece of crap. And I just never gave up because I'm a fighter, and I've hurt inside at times. Like, I have a very tough exterior, but I'm very soft. I'm Pisces, and I do have a heart. You know, I'm the type of person that would give somebody my last dollar if they need it, and I'm the type of person that will love someone for who they are as opposed to what they have, you know. And it's tough to find people like that, you know. I'm learning that myself, so I try to keep a good spirit and a good soul and try to do the best that I can, because life gets harder as you get older, and you know, when you do the right thing, the Most High always helps you. I do believe in God. I do believe in the Most High. I don't care about what religion someone practices. It's all about having good vibrations, having a good energy, and connecting to truth and fighting for what's right. You know, that's all we have in this world is truth, and we have to get to the bottom of things, and not give up on that. And guys, I'm just so thankful that people are really subscribing to my channel and listening to me, and sending me long messages about how I inspire them with my artwork and my commentary, and my sharing my stories. So guys, my video is gonna run out, so have a great night, and I will be making more videos to balance out all the stuff on my page. Like, I'm just gonna be having fun sometimes, just joking around and stuff on my personal time. Alright guys, have a great night. Bye bye.